And hello to all my Aries friends. I'd like to welcome you in. My name is Scott Sagent, and today I'll be doing your free psychic tarot reading for February 2022. Now today they've dialed up for you a four-corner spread. It looks at the four main areas that people usually ask about in tarot, which is your love, a very popular category, your health, your finances, and your work. We're going to look at all four of them. That's the best part about this spread, is that it brushes over all of them for Aries. So we're going to get into that. At the end of your reading, they've asked that I conclude with a chakra scrub. So this is like spiritual health stuff. Very interesting. See what chakras are kicking good, which ones could use a little work or tuning up. So let's get right into it. The cards are already shuffled. I do that ahead of time to save time. Go ahead and hit that like button as I bring you in here if you are ready to have a great February. I'm going to bring you in here so you can watch. I like to do this live and on camera. These are my ritual cuts. If it goes, there we go. And basically just cuts the deck into three different pieces. Puts it back together in a separate order. That satisfies the ritual aspect of tarot. Do that with both decks here. And then they're ready to run. So here we go with the Aries four corners. Is it going? Okay, just making sure. I didn't see it. All right, here we go. Up here is work. Semi-big theme there. Over here is love. Also semi-big theme there. Down here is finance. Making sure I'm on screen here for you. I'll adjust it a little bit more too to make sure you guys can see everything I can. And then over here is health. Okay, all in view. A lot of cards, pretty big setup actually, because some of these corners can usually get taken care of with two cards, and you have three in every single one. There's the Angel Oracle for that corner, which is your financial, big theme there. I think everything's in view, so let's get started, Aries. Let's get to work. The one thing I did not check was the inverts. I do have to see how many inverted I have, because there are some blockages going on here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 7 out of 12. Not enough to make a difference. So we are going to leave that just the way it is. I'm going over it one more time to make sure I counted correctly, and I did. Okay, perfect. So we're ready, Aries. Here we go. I'm going to do your work and finance first because that is where the major theme is. Make sure that we address that. Starting with your financial corner, they bring up bad luck. Some of you Aries are going through a situation or a circumstance either now or coming up in February that is no fault of your own, really not necessarily a fault of anybody in particular. It's just bad luck. It's just the way that things fell. It's just the way that it worked out or whatever. That's kind of where they start. Also, just to let you know, it's not a good time to take risks. It's not a good time to play the lottery. It's not a good time to gamble, all that kind of stuff when bad luck comes in. When bad luck comes in, it's basically saying otherwise it would be good luck. If it was pro you doing something like that and making money, being loose with it like that, it would come in very different. It's coming in bad luck. So it's letting you know if you had plans to go to the casino in February, I either wouldn't go or I would just take it easy, or I would, don't be upset if you don't win. Long story short. So bad luck is just, circumstantial there. They do talk about inaction in regards to love. This coming in for a love message. So this is like somebody in your love corner perhaps that they don't want you to give money to, maybe. Somebody close to you that is asking for it or wants a loan or I don't know what, but they're saying inaction here and it's coming up financial. So it usually has to do with money. Also, that's the advice. So I don't know if that's something that you've already done or what, but this moves into a small victory. So this is this is just something you got to do. Whatever's going on here contextually for you. My Aries are, there's usually a lot of Aries tuning in here. We got big bubble energy. So getting the context of what they're trying to tell you specifically is key here. But it results in a small victory without taking this action. So when you hold back from doing something here in your love corner, maybe it's even spending money for something for the family. Maybe February is just not the month to do it. Maybe hold off. Maybe see what March says, something like that. Maybe maybe March is the better time to buy that new car or that new TV or something like that. So because of the inaction, it actually results in a small victory. This is not anything huge, but it's coming up for a reason here. So whatever you're thinking about doing financially, I would probably hold off and not do it in February. They do say peace here in my Oracle Angel card. So basically, it says on the card itself, peace comes from remembering that only love is real. To me, that just kind of brings back into your love corner. It could just kind of brings it all together. So do whatever you find peace in here, whatever you're okay with. But at the same time, they want to let you know the circumstances and let you know the factors that this is just not the time. It's not the time to be moving money around. So there we go for Aries. Up at the top here, Aries work. We have a lot of action going on in regards to work. A lot of action comes in. They're either describing that it's just going to be a very, very busy February for my Aries in regards to work, possibly making money too. It's a very good money month, which is interesting that they said, there's bad luck attached to it. But I feel like there's not bad luck attached to the making it. Like when you earn it, when you're, at your job and you're earning money, there's a lot of action coming in there. And if there's not action in your work corner, it would be a really good month to do that. I would definitely advise and suggest that you start taking some action here. They want you to be the boss. The Emperor card is next. This is the God card in tarot. This is the supreme authority, the ruler. This is basically them saying, hey, we want you to be in full, complete charge here. So I don't know if that means in the workplace. Maybe some of you need to be more authoritative there. Maybe some of you need to go for a better job within the workplace. Maybe some of you need to go for a better job outside the workplace. It's going to come up different for everybody, but that's what they're coming up. They're saying be the boss here. So really kind of own it. Be accountable, take accountability for this, and go for it. We have action coming in. It's so good. They say that you've been hanging on to something, and it's actually okay to hang on to something here in regards to work. So they don't want you to let something go completely. And that makes me feel like leaving a job. So it's almost like don't cut your ties completely off. Leave that bridge. Don't burn your bridges. Leave that route open in case, maybe in the future it'll pay off. Or, maybe you could use that job on your resume for something important. Or maybe, your boss would be a really good reference for you in the future, or a contact or something like that. So they don't want you to blow it. And that makes me feel that some of you are just like, I'm just going to quit this job, get another job, something like that. So they're basically saying, don't go that route. If that's you, do the 2-week thing. Put in your 2 weeks, bide your time, and then, go out gracefully. That's what they're showing there. And it could be something else that you're hanging on to too, but they're saying that they don't want you to necessarily release everything all at once. It's actually okay to be a little bit of a hoarder there, but at the same time, they want action. Action comes up for work. So there is your work and your finance. Very good. Let's get into your health, Aries. Health starts on the first card very, very good in the form of newness. We have the Ace of Wands. So this is a brand new beginning of some form. For some of you, this could even be like environmental. It could be the workplace affecting your health. The workplace could be moving to home or something like that and just making your life a whole lot easier. Something like that comes in. There is a slight work attachment in there. It could even be, joining something through work that's active, doing something active through work. Not exactly sure what that is. Pretty interesting message. But anytime we have the ace, it's a new beginning. So it's exciting stuff. It's a good time to bring stuff new into your health corner here. They do show the moon, so there is a little bit of air of mystery here. We are going to get into the moon cycles next, sharing the same name. But basically, it says that things are a little goofy here in your health corner. So I don't know exactly what that means for you specifically, but there's something that could definitely use some attention or energy or something like that. Or maybe you're not even aware of the direction you want to take health. Maybe that's why they're bringing in moon, because moon is basically like a fog. It's just like you're not seeing clearly, or things aren't making sense, or they're just a little weird or off. All that kind of vibe comes up here in your health corner. Now they do give you a little bit of, advice or a little pushback here. In the last card, we have the Five of Pentacles inverted. Thankfully, it is inverted. Otherwise, it means a very different definition. But inverted, this means very warm, very welcome, very welcomed, very communal, very warm and fuzzy energy. Very, very good coming in there for health. So despite this weird, whatever this weird curtain of fog is, there is a couple good things here. We have that new beginning, and we also have the welcomed energy. So it almost makes me feel like, joining a gym and you meet some new friends, or, doing something with some really good people. It might just be doing stuff that's just not all by you. Maybe you're doing something with a friend or with a sibling, with a family member. You're just not doing it alone. You're doing it with somebody else, perhaps, holding each other accountable and being each other's inspiration and checking in on each other, that kind of thing. So that's what comes up for health. Very good. Let's get into your moon cycles before I wrap up with love. I like to give you guys your moon cycles every single month, let you know what's coming. We have right here on February 1. That's when most people are checking this video out. Beginning of the month is new moon energy. It's the best time to bring anything new into your life. We talked about newness and action going on in work. We talked about newness coming in on health. Those are the two main areas for new things. Beginning of February is such a great time to do all those things. Also the end of February, because at the end of February you start getting into that March new moon energy that's eking into the month. So really you just want to avoid the middle. The middle is the adverse to all of that. That's the full moon energy. I call that the garbage truck of the universe. That's when you want to get something out of your life that doesn't fit anymore. This could be people. This could be emotional baggage. This could be actual stuff. Maybe some of you got to get rid of some stuff or clean out a garage or something like that. Even breaking habits, all that kind of stuff. Anything that's got to get out of your life, really well placed in the middle of February. Does not have to be on the 16th, just anywhere in the middle of the month. So there you go. That's your moon cycle forecast for the month of February. Let's get into your love corner. Wrong spot. Love corner right here. Now your love corner did come in completely blocked. That just usually means that there's a lot of moving parts here. Aries, there's a lot of you tuning in and they're having a hard time kind of getting it all together here. Good time to remind you also, this is a general reading with all the Aries tuning in. It's hard for them to get a good accurate read here. They do a fantastic job of doing that and allowing me to be accurate, but at the same time it never beats a personal private reading. I do offer those on my website if that's something that interests you, on scottsagent.com. So with this coming in blocked, the first thing they bring up is a mental kind of split between two different places. Some of you, this may be an actual person. You may have a person here, may have an interest here, and you're just kind of like doing this thing with it. Not really sure if that's it, but there is a pull. There is a pull in your love corner that's going two different directions, or you're just not seeing it clearly, or you don't have all the information. Perhaps you never will. But this is showing here that it's going to be okay. You really don't need to sweat the fact that you're not sure where this is headed right now or what direction you need to go in your love corner. In your love corner, I guess a good time to tell you, your love corner is big. It expands out. It's large. It could be about family. It could also be about close friends, anybody close to your heart. This may not just be about relationship, but at the same time, it could be. So all those things exist here in potential. We have a love message coming in. For a lot of you, this is work-related. This kind of is an interesting kind of mix between your work corner and your love corner, to be quite honest. But this message comes in late in February. So this is probably after that full moon on the 16th. This is probably, 17th through those 10 days to end February. Message comes in there, a correspondence that has to do with work or has to do, it affects the family is what is saying. So hopefully it's a good thing, but I'm not really sure because I have the Sun card next and that's the best card in the deck. Only issue is that it's blocked, it's inverted. So that sunlight is trying to shine through in your love corner and it's just being impeded. There's something in the way, the clouds or whatever. It's trying to shine through this wonderful golden energy, but it's just not getting there yet. It could be on a delay. When things are blocked, sometimes it's all about timing. Maybe this is just going to get really good soon, but not necessarily in February. But it is a light at the end of the tunnel. At the very least, it's a light at the end of the tunnel. So there we go. There is your four corners. Let's get into your chakra scrub. Now with that, I didn't use too many cards in this. I'm going to run it the way it is, and I like to go top to bottom, at least the way I draw the cards. So here we go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. There's our group. Yep, need some more information on a few of these guys. All right, I'm going to start at the bottom and work my way up. Kind of the reverse order of the way I just pulled the cards. Starting at the bottom, your root chakra, it's coming in very nurtured, very good nurturing your mental capacity here. Has done very, very good for your root chakra, coming in very good. Interestingly enough, your orange, I'm sorry. Your sacral here is coming in very much the same way. It's showing it's being nurtured. It's showing it's being cared for. And, loved is a strong word, but it's going good. I'm not worried about it. So moving on up. As we get into your yellow now, finally, with your solar plexus, they're showing a love message coming in. This is willpower. So, your willpower is going to be a big thing coming in here in your love corner for the month of February. It's saying that, you have the strength here. You have the willpower here. All you have to do is decide which way you want it to be. And you have to either take action or decide not to take action. Either way, it's a choice. Even if you choose not to choose, that is a choice. So that's what's coming in there for your yellow. Interesting one. Now, your big themes are when we get a little higher. That's why I kind of worked that way, in that direction. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now here, when we get to your heart, they're showing a lot of patience here. They're showing that you're safe. That's the angel card I pulled. Basically, Archangel Michael, the big one, saying he's protecting you against the lower energies. Your heart is safe here. Your heart is guarded. You and your loved ones, your home, everything is very, very safe. No worries in the heart. At the same time, they want you to be a little patient here. Some of you have a tendency to be a little impatient with your heart chakra. So this is a wide variety of different things. This could be you trying to attract the person that's right for you, or your compassion for others, or all these different things. But anyway, just a little patience can go a long way. Let's just leave it at that. And also know that you're safe. You don't have to worry about anything there. As we move up into your throat, they're showing a blocked feminine card here, the Empress card coming in blocked, inverted. This is no things new, no birth in the throat. So the throat is very stagnant to the point where it's not moving at all. They say you have some great ideas here that they really want you to verbalize. That's the way it comes through when the throat comes in. It's saying it's blocked. It's basically you're holding yourself back here. You're not letting these ideas out. You're not vocalizing to either the world or the workplace. They don't give me a direction. I don't know where to put it, but they're saying brilliant idea. So Spirit is saying that, like, whatever it is that you've been thinking about saying or coming up and speaking your mind about, it makes me feel very work-like, but it might not be. Maybe you just got to do it like a tough love thing with a family member or something like that. Whatever it is you got to speak your mind about. Spirit is saying, good idea, go for it. They have your back. And, it probably is going to either work out really good for you, or it's going to start a snowball effect that is just going to, roll and build momentum, and it's going to go in a positive direction. Maybe not right away, but at some point it will. So that's very, very important message. As we move up into your third eye, basically to go at this alone, you're also very guided. Guided meditation. I think that's where they want me to go with this. Guided meditation is a big thing for you here. Anybody trying to expand your third eye here, do guided stuff. They're saying, like, this is a good way to get your mind on track here. Remember who you are is the angel card. So that's basically telling me that, some of you might be trying to be somebody you're not, or, act in a way that, is not congruent to your true character here. So that's why the guided meditation, I think, is a big deal here. That'll get you on track. You can really just kind of focus on the words that you're listening to and kind of just, go off into space in your own head, so to speak. And it's just more of a directed thing. But also, at the same time, remember who you are. It makes me feel like just make sure you're not doing anything weird with this. Make sure that this is for God, for light, and for love only as you do these, meditations or whatever you're using your third eye to connect to here. As we wrap up at the very top, we have the crown chakra coming in, getting over a little beaten up. So your crown chakra is your connection to the moon cycles, the lunar energies, the sun, space, cosmic radiation, all that thing, everything that's above, basically not coming from the earth. And it's showing that it's moving in a better direction now. But it either was hung up before or something like that. It's on a much better trajectory now. I'm not really worried about it since it's in like recovery mode. I guess it's probably a good word or a term for it. So really we're just focusing here on the third eye message, on the throat was a huge one, and also the heart message about patience and that you're safe and protected. So all big themes there, and I can see why they wanted to do that spread. That was a big one. So that's going to wrap up our entire reading for Aries for the month of February. Thank you so much for joining. Please remember to like and subscribe so you see the future videos. I do these every single month. Also the newsletter, very bottom of my website. Make sure you sign up for the newsletter. It's free. You get promo codes for save money on readings, and also you get the updates every single month. I just send one newsletter every single month. It's quick and easy and free. And also the Facebook page. I do Facebook giveaways every single month, so make sure you like the Facebook page. All those links are right here in the description. So thank you so much for joining, and I will see you soon.